Okay, good evening and welcome to Iyun with Iyun. Tonight, I want to talk about the last Mishnah in Perek Shnei Sheni of Masechah Shabbos, Mishnah Zion. Mishnah Zion says that if it's Safek Yom, Safek Laila, it's Ben Hashmashos on Friday evening. You don't know, it's after Shkia, but it's before Seis HaKochavim. So we're not sure if that's Yom or Laila. So for sure you can't light candles. That's Malacha Daraisa, Safek Daraisa L'chomer. However, the Mishnah, interestingly enough, says that certain things, even though they're only Darabanan, you still can't do Ben Hashmashos. For example, you can't take Shumas and Maishos al Avadai, even though that the Gemara clearly says it's only Darabanan, right? It's not really Makav Patish. You're not physically fixing anything. You're spiritually fixing it. But they have Shumas and Maishos enables you to eat it. You're not physically fixing it. If your kalim are tame, you can't be makbel them in the mikvah. That's also a spiritual fixing. That's not a malacha d'oraisa. Spiritually fixing something is not considered a malacha d'oraisa. Similarly, it says ma'asrin said ma'arvin, and the Gemara says specifically erevei chatzeros, which is a chumra ba'alma or it's a takana d'rabanan. However, erevei tchumen, where you want to extend your tchum another 2,000 amos, that you can't do in hashmashos, because that has a smach from the Torah. So what exactly is going on over here? Why by Isurim Derabanan, Ben Hashmashos is a time of Safek. So normally Safek Derabanan L'Kula, we should allow you to do Isurim Derabanan. So you have to machalik over here between two types of Isurim Derabanan. Really, you can sum it up in Gzeros and Takanos. Chazal, really, the Torah says you have to be mosif on the Torah. We know the Rabbanan have the power to answer things the Torah didn't answer. So there's two types of isurim that the Rabbanan can put. They can put in a gzeira, which gzeira means don't do something lest you come to do something else, right? The mice that you're doing, there's no, for sure it's not asr, and we know it's not asr. But if we allow you to do this, you might come to do an ishidaraisa. And then there's the takana. A takana, I'm explaining it based on this Mishnah, is like the Gemara says, like Yerui Tchumen, right? Even though Rabbi Kiva holds Doraisa and the Rabbanan hold it's not Doraisa, it's Rabbanan, but there's a smach from the Torah. There's an allusion to it in the Torah. So therefore, Chazal, the reason Chazal said Erevei Tchumen, the concept of Erevei Tchumen, is a concept that perhaps exists according to the Torah. It's alluded to in the Torah, but it's not clear from the Torah, right? Drashas from the Torah are clear from the Torah. This is not clear from the Torah. So it falls into possibly being part of the Torah. A Gzeir for sure has nothing to do with the Torah. However, something which is part of the Torah, and I think the deeper idea is when it's alluded to in the Torah, it means it is part of the Torah. It is midoraisa. We don't know the aspects, when to apply it, in which regard to apply doraisa, and when it applies doraisa, what doesn't apply doraisa. The idea is that underneath the surface, we can't figure out how it's doraisa, but it is doraisa. That's the idea. So similarly, the idea by toval kalim, or by taking off first shumas and maishos, but you're spiritually fixing something. I think the idea is when it's a takana derabanan, a tikun derabanan, they're masakins. What do you mean masakins? And they built something, they made an isser. They weren't masakins, they didn't fix something. The idea is they did fix it because they helped you realize that Maka Patish, even though really ostensibly it only talks about fixing a physical kli. However, the Rabbanan told you that really part of the Torah, we don't know how exactly spiritually take off shumas and maestros, or being told something in mikvah is considered to be Maka Patish. It is part of the Torah. It is midoraisa. We don't know under what malacha it falls. Maybe it's Maka Patish or some other malacha, but that's part of it. That really it's doraisa. We just don't know how it's doraisa. That's part of the takana. Rabbanan asked something. It's called a shvus. The shvus is the Rabbanan said abstain from this, because we know that it's forbidden according to the Torah. But we don't know how it's forbidden according to the Torah. So we can't say it's doraisa because we don't know where in the Torah it's coming from. There's smach. There's support from the Torah, but it's not conclusive. So therefore, the Rabbanan, so that has a level of doraisa to it. A takana has a level of doraisa to it. So therefore, these things which are spiritual fixing, it's not Maka Patish, but it's part of the Torah. Therefore, Ben Hashmashos, it's really subject to Raisa, L'chomer. You go L'chomer in all these cases, and that's why Erevei Tchumen, which is a smach from the Torah, it's part of the Torah. We don't know how it's part of the Torah, or what the exact details of it are according to the Torah. Nonetheless, it's part of the Torah, therefore you can't do it. That takana also you can't do Ben Hashmashos, subject to Raisa, L'chomer. However, when it comes to a Gzeir, like Erevei Chatzeros, the whole idea of Erevei Chatzeros is to make an Erev, to carry from your house into your yard, is that you shouldn't come to carry from your yard to the Rosh Hashanah or from your house to Rosh Hashanah. That is only a gzeira. There's no source for that in the Torah. It's definitely not part of the Torah. It's only a gzeira. It's only the Rabbanan that you shouldn't come to a din d'oraisa. So therefore, in that, we say Sabbath Rabbanan L'Kula, which is normally the halacha. Hope you enjoyed tonight's shir. See you in the next one.